All right, if you're thinking about moving to Katy, Texas, you have a big problem on your hands. Where the heck do you live and what is around you? Katy, Texas isn't as small as it used to be. Let's just face the facts there. It has absolutely exploded. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down Katy's best neighborhoods, the schools that are here, the shopping centers, and all of the major highways. We're gonna do an interactive Google Maps tour. Then I'm gonna show you exactly where everything is on the map so you can find the perfect place to call home with confidence. And with that, let's begin. All right, so diving into my computer screen, you're gonna see Katy, Texas way out here on the west side of Houston. Now, before I go any further, let me break down the major infrastructure that you're gonna be using all of the time. First up, we have 610, which is the innermost loop. Then we have the second most outer loop, which is gonna be Beltway 8, AKA Sam Houston Parkway. Then we're gonna have 99, which this sucker goes all the way around, and it's hours and upon hours to drive that freaking thing. Then we have I-10, which is gonna come straight through downtown from west to east. And then we have I-45, baby, that's gonna take you on the north. It'll take you up to Dallas. South will take you down here to Galveston Island. And then we have 59 that'll take you through basically downtown Houston, and up north will take you to Humble, and then down south take you to Richmond, Sugar Land, things like that. So those are the major freeways that you're gonna end up using on a day-to-day basis. And then of course we have 290 coming through here, and then there's some other ones. But anyways, let's get a little bit more relevant to Katy itself. So Katy is down here on the west side, or over here on the west side. And Katy can essentially be separated into multiple different quadrants, and let's talk about that. So we have I-10, it's gonna be right here, and then West Park Tollway, 699. Okay, so up here is basically North Katy. And then over here is going to be Old Town Katy, which is just Katy proper. And it actually, instead of just right here, it actually kind of goes up a little further than that, but you get the idea. So we have North Katy, we have Old Town Katy, Katy proper, and then we are going to have Southeast Katy. I'll write that there. And then we're gonna have Southwest Katy, okay? So there's a big difference in the two, right? If you Google Katy, or if you try to research Katy, it's only going to pull up Katy proper. For some reason, if you type in, give me Katy's location, it's only gonna pull this up right here. It's like 22,000 people. That's not all there is to Katy, Texas. Katy is actually enormous, much larger than that. So Katy goes a little further than that, okay? It's huge. I mean, I think there's like 400,000 people here, or something like that. If you cover all of the greater Houston area, I'm pretty sure they just lost count at this point, right? So that's Katy proper with Katy, you know, the fire department, Katy, you know, police department, things like that. But everything south, you're not gonna have Katy, you know, services, essentially. You're gonna have a Katy city address, but you're not gonna have Katy services. You'll end up having the unincorporated, like Harris County, Fort Bend, not Harris County. Well, actually you could have Harris County depending on where you are. Because Katy is located in Waller County, Fort Bend County, and Harris County. So it resides in 3 different counties. But for the most part, it's in Fort Bend, so let's just go with that. All right, so now that you know the 4 quadrants, let's keep going, let's move along. So the majority of Katy, like on the north side of Katy and Old Town Katy, you're not really gonna find a whole lot of new construction anymore. I would say, or you can find it, absolutely, you can find it, but the majority of all of new construction is going to be south and southeast Katy, like Cinco Ranch, which is already pretty much built out, by the way, Seven Meadows, and you have over here in the Fulshire area, you have Cross Creek Ranch, which is a very popular one. So this is actually considered Fulshire, but it's all Katy to me at the end of the day. All right, then we have Cinco Ranch. Well, this is Cinco Ranch. This is all gonna be Cinco Ranch. It even comes over here a little bit. Yep, Cinco Ranch there, Cinco Ranch here. Grand Lakes is there. Pine Mills Branch, Seven Meadows. We even have, I think it's Avalon at Seven Meadows, which is the gated section. Beautiful property over there in Seven Meadows. Greystone Lakes is another very popular community in the Katy area, but this is pretty much all of the Katy area. So even though some of this might actually be in Fulshire, which is down here, but Cross Creek Ranch, I actually think Cross Creek Ranch has Fulshire addresses, but some of it may actually have Katy addresses. I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but either way, it's still, in my opinion, the Katy area. But that's where a lot of people say, hey, I want to move to Katy, or hey, I live in Katy, or I live in Fulshire. It's all the same at the end of the day because of how massively this area has just exploded. And if you want to check out any of these neighborhoods in depth, I do go into extreme detail on some of these neighborhoods. We actually go out and visit these neighborhoods. We show some property in these neighborhoods so you can see for yourself what some of these properties look like. And we'd even do drive-bys so you can see at the ground level what the neighborhoods look like too with your own eyes. So make sure you go and visit one of my playlists specifically for Katy. It's gonna be called called Living in Katy, Texas. You can click on that playlist. It's on the home tab. It's even on the playlist section. And once you do, tell me which one that you think caught your attention the most. And if one of those neighborhoods do end up catching your eye, make sure you reach out to us. We would absolutely love to help you with your home search. I will leave all my contact information in the description box down below, and I'll even leave a QR code so you can scan it with your phone, because I know 60% of you watch this on your TV. So make sure you pull out that phone and schedule a Zoom consultation with myself or a member of my team. We would be delighted, honored, and thrilled to help make your transition to Houston a smooth one. And moving on, Katy, Texas is big, right? We also have a big park over here, George Bush Park. This place is huge. I mean, just look at this green space. It is massive. Katy is a lot. They have a lot going on over here. George Bush Park is a very popular park. And then we got Mary Jo Peckham, which is, where are you, Mary Jo? Mary Jo, where are you? There you go. There's Mary Jo Park. Very popular park over there. We got Mary Jo. And if you look, I mean, there's just tons of freaking parks. We got Katy Heritage Park over there. We have Falcon. These are all neighborhood parks over here. And then somewhere over here, we have Freedom Park, which is an awesome, pretty cool park too, by the way. I mean, same thing by George Bush. Exploration Park. And then there's like an off-leash dog park. I forgot where that was, but there's an off-leash dog park where you just let your dog run around, roam free without having to worry about them. But Exploration Park is really cool. I mean, look at that. 1,375 reviews. Pretty cool park to go to. I mean, you can't beat this area, honestly. Katy, Texas is so freaking awesome. You know, Katy City Park over here. I mean, there's just tons of parks, like literally all over the place. So you can't go wrong. Even though this neighborhood or this area has really exploded, there's tons of different outdoor activities that left a lot of green space for you. And you're really not too far from like all of this stuff. Like Brookshire area is pretty much all country. So now let's talk about commute time. So we'll type in from Katy, Texas. We'll type in how long that actually takes to get to Houston. So we got 37-minute drive. So this is during the daytime. So I would say that if you're gonna be driving from Katy, taking 10 all the way through, passing the Beltway, passing 610, getting into downtown Houston, you're looking at a solid hour drive during rush hour, if not more than that. So make sure you plan accordingly if you work anywhere near the city of Houston. Now, if you work in the energy corridor, if you're in oil and gas, gonna be a much shorter drive than that, okay? You're gonna have probably, maybe even half that, probably 30 minutes, depending on how bad it is. Now, Katy Freeway, I don't even know how to remotely express this or describe this. Katy Freeway is just, which is I-10, is enormous. Like, it's like a bajillion lanes wide. I mean, it's just freaking huge, okay? So, and you would think, honestly, that would, like, you know, help with the traffic a little bit, but no, it doesn't. Traffic is still backed up, doesn't move. God forbid there's a crash, because you won't get to your destination for at least another hour and a half. Traffic is horrendous, so make sure you just plan for that, which we talk about extensively in my pros and cons videos for Katy. We talk about it extensively in the Living in Katy vlog tour. Traffic is just god-awfully horrendous, okay? That's just something you have to deal with. So I really want to see, actually, how far the energy corridor is. So let's just talk about that. Let's see it visually on the map, because that was like an hour. And this one says it is 18 minutes long via I-10, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how fast. But you can tell already, like I said, half of the drive, and that is with no traffic. And traffic generally sucks right around here. But Beltway 8, it's not too, I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad. It really sucks when you start getting into 10. 610 is just horrendous. And then it does back up quite a bit when you get towards, obviously, actual Katy. But being that we are in Houston, Texas, we gotta talk about the medical center, because this is the medical center capital of the world, baby, all right? We are awesome, essentially, at healthcare. So let's talk about healthcare. All right, so how far of a drive is the Texas Medical Center from Katy? And it's going to give us a 47-minute drive. It's pretty far away, but hey, at least it's here. You know, at least you're not traveling from Dallas, Waco, San Antonio, Beaumont, Louisiana, right? A lot of people from all over the world come down here to the Texas Medical Center. So if you want access to some of the best healthcare in the world, Texas Medical Center in Houston, next to Herman Park, and this is gonna be the Museum District area. Can't beat it. And if you're looking to get some sand between your toes, we have a beach down here. It's such a beautiful beach, has some blue water. I mean, crystal clear blue water. You can snorkel up in that thing, see everything crystal clear as day. And that is good old Galveston, Texas. Just kidding, that water's poo-poo color. It's pretty awful. But if you wanted to get some sand between your toes, you could do that, okay? I mean, it's not the prettiest sight in the world, but we can go ahead and take a look how long it takes from Katy. An hour and 30 minutes. So if you live over there on the west side on Katy, Texas, it's gonna take you a little bit to get down there. Now that's why a lot of people, if they really want to enjoy the coastline, they want to get to, let's say saltwater fishing, a lot of people end up coming down here, Friendswood, Pearland, League City, the Kemah, Clear Lake area, because it's boom, straight shot access into the bay. And you can go over here down to Galveston. You can even go some offshore fishing. Super fun stuff. A lot of people do make this drive. Don't get me wrong. If you live in Katy, if you want to come down to Galveston, it's just going to take you a little bit longer than if you lived in Friendswood, League City, or Pearland, or the Clear Lake area. But hey, at least you have the option and you're not like 4 hours away from the beach. I personally probably wouldn't swim in it anymore like I used to as a kid growing up. I mean, but you know what? To each their own. It's definitely worth going down there and checking out. Galveston's actually a pretty cool island. It's really nice. It's not the best beaches in the world, don't get me wrong. It's poo-poo color brown, but at the end of the day, at least you have access to a beach, right? Well, my friend, that is gonna wrap up our video for today. I truly hope you found some sort of value in this video, and if you did, smash the subscribe button down below. And if you're moving to Houston, Texas, I'd love to hear from you. I'll leave my information in the description box down below. And if you're watching this on your TV, which I told you about 60% of you do, I'll leave a QR code so you can schedule a call with myself or a member of my team, and we would be delighted, honored, and thrilled to help make your transition and relocating down here to Houston, Texas a very smooth and easy process. We want to get you the best deal. We want to get you in the best area that fits your lifestyle and your needs and get you down here in a smooth and relatively easy process. So reach out to us and we'd be happy to make that happen for you and get to know you, get to know your goals, and get to know your timeline. My name's Andrew Lake with the Life in Houston Realty team, and I'll see you guys in the next video.